crispy wings, sauce dripping slow. Stacked up high like a food cargo. Crunching loud, the flavor show. Midnight cravings, gotta let it go. Late night, feast tables alive. Forks and knives, tonight, the hunger vibe.
It's foodie time, foodie time, it's foodie time, foodie time, it's foodie time, foodie time,
Foodie time.
foodie time.
Hello, everybody. I'm Foodie, and it's Foodie Time. Welcome to Foodie Time. We are a Connect and Grow chat. If you would like to leave your channel link in our chat, all you have to do is type #grow, and Nightbot will show your link to everybody, and they can go to your channel and check you out. And if you're here for the replay, well, we're glad you're here. Be sure and say hello and leave a comment. And if you can, on your computer, you can open up the live chat and follow along. And also connect with the people that have shown you their channel links. Yes, that's what we are about here, you guys. We're about Connect and Grow, and we're about getting to know each other. And today is Thrifty Thursday. Woo! Thrifty Thursday, y'all. I'm excited because I've got a couple things, okay? I got a couple things. Did y'all bring anything? Look, y'all got anything you want to tell me about? Hey, I heard you got snow, girl. I didn't get snow. Whatever floats your boat. Hey, y'all, part of the Foodie Squad. She was just telling Go Live Together she had snow on the ground. And yes, Rob is having a heart attack if he's listening to this chat. He doesn't like that 4-letter word, but it is what it is, okay? But yeah, I didn't get any snow, girl. I don't know. But then again, it rained here, so I guess it was just warm enough to rain. That's about it. But anyway, today is Thrifty Thursday, Angie, so I got a couple of things for y'all. But first, we'll say hello to everybody in the chat, or at least most of the people in the chat. You know how that goes. The chat rolls. As the closer it gets to 11:30, the more people that pop in. It's interesting. And I've got some interesting news about our promotion experiments, y'all. Some stuff that is just like, whatever. Anyway, so good. Glad you're here. Welcome in, Floaty. Also coming in is Lola Villa. Hey, Lola Villa. Welcome in. Hey, Floaty, everyone at Foodie, bringing in some hearts. I love it. Thank you for bringing in the hearts, sweetie. We appreciate that every time it happens. And welcome to Foodie Time. Also is my buddy Willie from the desert. He's one of the Foodie Squad members. Good morning, beautiful lady. Oh, thank you. I never get tired of hearing that. Yeah, like I hear it a lot. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, Willie. Good morning, all. Bringing in a beautiful red heart and a peace sign. Yeah. And also a few emojis. Yeah. You know, once upon a time, I had on the excessive emojis thing on Nightbot, and it would have spanked you for that, sweetie. Yeah, it would have been like, you've been a naughty boy. But anyway, so yeah. And also coming in is Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. Jennifer, hello, everyone. How are you doing, sweetie? Welcome in. Look, he's saying, hello, Louis brother. Okay, so you know Lola is Louis. See? Yeah, there you go. R. The pirates are in the house. Yes, they are. Start calling y'all the Desert Pirates. Okay, there we go. The Desert Pirates. Y'all come in and take over and go, R. I like it. Okay, so everybody's speaking to each other. And there's Batman. Hey, that Savage Vlogger 69. Morning, Gotham President Vicky. It's good to be the president. Typing #grow. How are you doing? And then there's a Sue from the Bud Files. Hi, Sue. How are you doing? How's the weather where you are? You know, everybody's talking about their weather being different today. Some people are getting snow. Some people are getting rain. It's not exactly warm, but we're getting up to 53 degrees, y'all. That's amazing. More to see is in the house. Good morning. Hi, Gerald. How are you doing? Hey. Hey, 900. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You got ahead of me, dude. Okay. We have 2 promotion experiments going on. Now, if you're new to this discussion, you have no idea what we're talking about, but we did an experiment on 2 things. We did an experiment on promoting one of the live chats last week on Wednesday, I believe it was. And it was at 85, and Willie just told me is now to 999 views. That's crazy, y'all. That's all. That's 1 from 1,000. By the time we finish this chat, it will be 1,000 views. How much did I pay for that? Less than $10. It still hasn't gotten to the $10. I think it gets to it around the 6th of March. But anyway, has it changed anything? No. I don't think so. But you know what? We started another experiment that did change something. Okay, so let's talk about that. I promoted yesterday. It's only been a day, y'all. Only been a day. I promoted yesterday one of my long form vlogs, the one that was the Freedom of the Seas. It's purple. Okay, I don't know how many views it has right now, but I do know something really interesting happened. Okay, it was up to 309 when I last looked at it, and it started out at 287. And this has only been one day, okay? But the crazy thing, y'all, the subs on my channel went up from 3,901 to 3,950. So it went up 49 subs overnight. 49 subs. You know, there's no question that the promotions work, okay? But here's the question. What is it really doing is the question. Because you guys, I looked at the analysis. When I first noticed, I looked at it this morning. When I first noticed, it was like at 40, that was at 3948 when I looked at it this morning. And I looked at I'm all about analytics and what is going on. And honestly, you guys, I paused it at 3950. It would probably be almost at 4,000 if I had not paused it, because it is moving so fast. The reason I paused it is because I really don't want to do it. It was an experiment, but you guys, the experiment told me what I already suspected. And that is, when I looked at my analytics, I didn't like the fact that when I looked at my analytics, I could no longer tell what my audience was. We talk about this all the time on this channel about how YouTube, you can grow it different ways. Okay, you can grow it by doing promotions, you can grow it organically, you can grow it by following your analytics and figuring out what needs to improve and what doesn't need to improve. But you guys, the thing that bothered me was, normally when I look at my analytics for a video, I can see how the video is doing on the search and on the browse and all the channel pages. But when you add in an advertisement, let me give you an example. This particular video, before I did the promo, about 30% of its audience came from search, which is what I want, okay? Because that's what makes a video evergreen on YouTube, is if you search and it comes up, right? That's the thing. That's what you want it to do for the end of time, until it no longer exists, until Freedom of Seas is no longer a ship. I want people to be able to hit search and find that video, and for it to stay at 30%, because that means it will continue on infinity, right? Okay. Well, when I did the promotion, now when I look at the audience, guess what it says? It says 35% in the last 7 days, which I think is probably just the last couple of days, really. And the last day is when I did it. It says 35% was ads. And then 20, or not even 20%, I think it was like 18% was search or something like that. But that tells me that I can no longer tell how much the search is affecting because the ads are just taking over. And that's the feeling you get when this happens, okay? That's the feeling I got. I can't speak for everybody. Now, I realize that a lot of people, this is a controversial issue. The whole promotion things, it seems to cause emotion among some people. I have gotten all kinds of reactions from people that have said offline how they feel about this. And some people think it devalues your channel. Some people believe that it will make your channel do better because you'll have so many subs. Some people believe that because there's not any true engagement during the promotion period, then every time that you have to promote your video, which probably will be a lot if it's not evergreen and it's not pulling up in search, every time you have to do that, then you are actually not getting real engagement, because also you won't get watch time hours from it. Okay. So I gave up watch time hours for one day. It was a good experiment, but I put it on pause indefinitely because I really don't want to run it. I really don't want to get subscriptions that way. I want to do it the way I was doing it. I was beginning to get momentum, and that's everything, y'all. When you start to get 1 to 3 subs a day or whatever you get each day, that is huge. So you don't want anything to interfere with those analytics and whatever's helping you to figure out how to get that audience and how to get in front of people through keywords and search terms, right? So there's that. But I did prove one thing, and that is if you put a promotion on a long form cruise vlog, you will get subs, okay? You will get subs. They may not mean a thing. They may just be a number of people that came by, liked it, and clicked it, and will never come back again. That may be the situation. Or it may be people, I'm sure there's a percentage of people that came. I'll have to look at my subscriptions and see who it was, but it may be a percentage of people that came that actually decided to comment or leave a thumbs up. Otherwise, they're going to fall off. So there you go. But anyway, so here we are at 39.50. My plan is to have a celebration when I finally get to 5,000. But here's the thing. I don't want to go this route. So that's just my opinion, my point of view. Other people have different point of views, different opinions, and it works for other people in the way that they got theirs running. They're not doing the same thing I'm doing. And that's my point. Everybody's going to do something different. So what are your thoughts on that, y'all? How do you feel about the promotions? Do you think that it's an opportunity for you to grow your channel, or do you think that it may mess up things? Which way are you going, Willie? Which way are you going on it? Hey, there's my buddy Kiki. Kiki, good morning. How are you doing? How's everything? How do you like this background, y'all? This, of course, is a background we use every once in a while. It's the Maldives. It is gorgeous. Although, being the crazy person that I am, I'm always looking for fish and sharks when I look at this water. That's what I would be looking for. Y'all know it. I'd be standing on the side of that little deck looking down going, okay, is there any sharks down there? Just checking. Why am I always thinking about sharks? I don't know. Really don't. Oh, Lola saying hello to Team Reese. Hey, there's Lee. Anfield Road layout in the loft. How are you doing, Lee? How everyone got stream on working? Always working. Lee's a busy guy. Cesar Muca. Hey, hola. Good morning, my friend from Spain. Welcome in. Okay, Willie says that particular vlog got up to 466 views. Yeah, it's a fairly new vlog, but yeah, it's been just kind of, moving along slowly, picking up some views because, like I said, it was pulling up by search. It wasn't, I think YouTube probably puts our videos out there for a month or two on the promotions, YouTube promoting it out across the browse pages and all that other stuff so that you're able to see it, putting it up in everybody's view. But I think after about a couple months, then you've got to pretty much depend on the rest of the stuff like search and whatnot for your views to continue to grow. And also, I think when a video catches fire, people tend to make it move even faster because engagement on a video is everything, y'all. It's everything. So that one hasn't gotten much engagement except from the community, which I do appreciate that, y'all, that you guys went there and made comments about it. Now that it's being promoted, or was being promoted, like I said, I paused it today. It's no longer being promoted. I think that it probably will still get a few little hits here and there from people that have passed it around or whatever, or, may still be listening to the music. Because I made that one very musical. Well, I've made 2 videos that have been mostly musical, for people who like to listen to Caribbean music and stuff like that. But so good morning, Dave. Good morning to you. Okay, everybody's speaking to each other. Let me move on down. The real Dave. Dave. Another pirate, another desert pirate in the bunch. And there's Sherman. Hey, Sherman. Oh, I missed Josiane. Hold it. No, I missed PK. Man, I was just rolling, wasn't I? PK Adventures. Hi, Ryan. Part of the Foodie Squad. I'm just going down the thing, not even saying anything. Travel with Josiane, part of the Foodie Squad. Hi, Josiane. And then Sherman from CNS Travels. Hi, Sherman. Yeah, this conversation about promotions, does it ever stop, right? The experiments did prove, like I said, it will grow your subs. It won't grow your watch time hour. It may not even grow your audience. I don't really know. Like I said, one day is not going to tell you a whole lot, except that it did grow my numbers for subs. How is your son doing, Vicky? My son is doing okay. And I don't know if you're talking about my son-in-law or my son. My son-in-law is still at the hospital. They kept him overnight after his surgery, which is not an unusual thing. And I think he's doing fine. I haven't heard anything from my daughter yet. I've been talking to my other daughter about the problems going on with her medical stuff. Yeah, I've got a situation going where my son-in-law, my son, and my second daughter are all having medical problems right now. It's been rough, yeah. So I didn't even sleep last night. I woke up at about 5 o'clock. No, 4:45. And I didn't go back to sleep. So I'll probably pass out after this, y'all. I'm just so tired. But yeah, it's been a lot. And thank you for asking. But so far, everybody's doing okay. Fingers crossed that nothing else happens. Willie says, please remember to hit that like button. Hey! Hit that like button. Thank you, Willie. More to see says things that make you go, Speaking of things that make you go, and this isn't about the promotions. I heard them talking on GLT, Go Live Together this morning about the Carnival Lottery. Funny story. But on the Fantasy, my very first cruise, which was 1990 something, I couldn't even tell you. No, Carnival doesn't know. I don't know. But it was one of those years when the Fantasy first came out and they were advertising the fun ships. They had a lottery on the ship, and it was just the ship, and I won. I won the lottery, and I was just laughing because they only gave me like $100. And I was thinking, there's a lot more people on here. Did only 100 people? It was just very suspect. But yeah, they gave me $100, and I was really excited. I don't think they had specialty dining or anything like that, but they did have a casino, so you know where that money went. But anyway, $100, and I was so impressed with that. I thought, wow, a lottery on just the ship. But I heard Sherman saying, or not Sherman, I heard Jeremy saying that this particular lottery is for the whole fleet. How does that work? If you're on a cruise, if you're at home, I guess if you're at home, you can still get notified that you won. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird. I was just really excited that I got the money before I got off the ship. What do you mean by devalued? No, I didn't say that. I've been getting offline comments from everybody. My feeling about it is, like I said, it is very hard for me to analyze. It's just like, you think you've got a controlled atmosphere, sort of what to expect. And then all of a sudden, 49 subs pop in and you don't know. Oh, for instance, y'all, let me give you a for instance. Now, pull out your phone. We're going to do a very quick lesson on analytics from Vicky right now. If you have Y2 or YouTube, excuse me, YouTube Studio, go to YouTube Studio. It looks like that. Like that. Anyway, YouTube Studio, I pull it up and I click on subscribers. It's right on the front panel. Click on subscribers. Okay. And then it'll show you a graph and it'll show you how many subscribers you have for this last 28 days. Okay. Then you click on that. Click on that graph. And it will open up your subscriber count for the last 28 days. Okay. Now go to 7 days up at the top. Go to 7 days. This is driving me crazy because it says here that subscribers plus 42. I can count. I know how many it was. It was 49 because I put down 3401. 49. 13,000% more than the previous 7 days. 1,300% more. Excuse me, not 13,000. 1,300% more than the previous 7 days. Yeah. And then it says 4. It shows me four subscribers and where they came from. Out of all the 42, y'all, it only shows. Now, I don't know what y'all's look like. Hopefully, you're finding out now. It's so easy to find out where your subscribers are coming in the last 7 days, right? But yeah, so in the last day, we got 49 subscribers, but YouTube says that in the last day, 7 days, we had 42 come in, and then it only shows me where 4 of them came from. 3 of them came from a short, which I told you, and I'm looking at this list. Now, there's a list of zeros here that makes no sense to me how they knew how to arrange zeros as to what was more important, but there's a list, okay? But anyway, there's a MSC Seashore White Party. That's one where we're dancing to the Bad Bunny song, okay? And then the second thing in the list is Freedom of the Seas testing out the casino comps. And it only had 1 sub, it says. But you know what? I did check some of the other videos, and that one actually did have more than 1 sub come up this last couple of days. So, yeah. Where did those other 38 subs go to? There's nothing in here that shows where they went to. Isn't that kind of weird? I'm going to keep checking it every day to see where the subs went, because that seems kind of suspicious to me. Okay. Now, if you want me to show that to you again, I will do that offline and show you how to look at your subs and where they come from or where they go to each month or the last 7 days. Everybody should know that. You should be able to check your subs, okay? But yeah, I find that very exasperating. That's the kind of thing that would keep me from doing it, because I would be like, where'd the other 38 people go to? I mean, come on now. Devalue. When somebody shows me where the 38 went to, I will make a comment. Okay. Anyway, good morning, Josiane. Okay, you guys, how is everybody doing this morning? I know I've started everybody's brain. Look, y'all are on there trying to figure out how to get YouTube Studio app to download on your phone if you haven't done that already, y'all. Why have you not already done that? How many of you already have YouTube Studio on your phone as an app? I want to know. Hey, whatever. Float Your Boat, and Josiane and Ryan. Danny! There she is. Danny, the supermod, part of the Foodie Squad. She's out there making sure everybody stays in line. Okay, stay in line. Okay, so we're going to keep going down, keep going down. Everybody's still speaking. Shark bait, yes, that's what you are if you're hanging off the deck in Maldives, as far as I'm concerned. Because you watched the movie Jaws. No, sweetie. I lived the movie Jaws. I told y'all about how I scared everybody out of the water in the Philippines. All you had to do was scream and run, okay? And the rest was history. Okay, More to See says, my all-time favorite movie, Jaws. We got to get a bigger boat. That's what they're going to say about us on the Unhinged Cruise. Scotty J! Hey, Scotty J! Y'all, if y'all went on Scotty J's last night, and I'm glad I made it there, dude, because let me tell you, yesterday was a mess. Well, I just told you about my son-in-law and my daughter. Everybody's going to the hospital. It's been a couple of days. Okay, so anyway, but I did make it to Scotty's, and by the time I got there, I looked on the screen, and he had me as the spotlight member in lights. I was like, so anyway, Scotty, you're such a sweetie pie. But yeah, that really made my night. I took a snapshot of it. I was like, it's not many times you get to see your name in lights. And it's not even my name, but it is my channel name. So your name in lights. So thank you, Scotty, for that. That was really nice. Nice earrings you're having on. Thank you. My husband gave me these earrings. I wear them almost all the time, y'all. But I'm not much for changing earrings. I'm not even actually an earring wearer in that sense. My mother used to have big old hoops and different colors and all this other stuff. I did not inherit that gene. I don't know. I just didn't. Look, you guys see what I got on, right? This is the way I naturally am. I don't dress up unless I'm going somewhere special, unless I'm on a cruise. That's how that goes. Vicky, that's a lot. It is a lot. I'm telling y'all. Normally I'm like, okay, it's okay. We'll be okay. Everything will be fine. But y'all, I'm stressed. Okay. I need a good nap. I had to go this morning and get my lab done. And that is always crazy. But they have what you call Express Lab. Express Lab. It's like going into the bank and depositing money through the drive-through. Only you're depositing blood. Can we have your arm and your ID, please? I was like, this is the craziest thing ever, okay? And then, bit, bam, they're over. They send you on your way. They've got your blood. That's all they need, okay? So anyway, yeah, just craziness, just craziness. Love you, Vicky, sending you praise. And thank you, Willie. I need all the prayers. I'll take every last one of them. Thank you very much. But you know what? Even though all the stuff is going on in my family, there are so many people that are going through a lot worse, yeah. I've been hearing some stories and just seeing some things and just realizing that with all the stuff going on with me, I feel blessed that everything is going okay, knock on wood, okay, because I've seen some stuff. So, and everybody's got their battles that they're going through. More to See says, Carnival doesn't know all of mine either because they were in the 90s. It's like they said, okay, the 90s are gone. Psh, trash that stuff. Shh, on my age now, y'all, nobody do the math. Okay, girl, just say you was there as a child, okay? You were there with your family. That's all you got to say. They will assume that you were only 4 or 5 years old. Okay, I'm just saying. I know. How crazy is that? I mean, yeah, that is a lot of subs, but y'all, like I said, I don't care about subs. I'm not really that concerned. I mean, milestones are good. It's good to celebrate your 1,000, celebrate whatever you want in between 1,000 and 5,000. But I am celebrating 5,000. And whatever lifetime I'm at 10,000, I'm celebrating that too, y'all, because like I said, milestones are important. Even if it doesn't mean a whole lot of more money or anything like that, it's just good to celebrate that you're winning, that you're still persisting, that you've got a goal. You know, we talked about this yesterday on Winning Wednesday. We talked about this. Lee says, have a great day, everyone. See you on the next one. Dude, you was just here for a hot minute, but I get it. He's working. He's a busy dude. Life with EQ. Hey, Tawana. Good morning, everyone. I saw you come in last night. Everybody was like, who is that? So glad to see you coming out with your vacation stuff. You know, as you know, I was watching some of the stuff on your channel, and I was just getting a major kick out of it because, you know, you have now a cruise channel, a casino channel, and that's awesome. I need to get a little more organized with stuff, but hey, you know, who's got time for all that? Good morning. Willie says, hello, EQ. I have it. You have it. You got to tell me what you have it. The Y2. Okay. You have the YT Studio app. Thank you, sweetie, for clearing that up. Nettie, JT. Hey, how you doing? We're here talking about the YT Studio app. Do you have it, Nettie? But thank you for telling me that, Tawana. I'm glad you do. That means that you are now like me. You're keeping an eye on things, trying to figure out how to use it. Sometimes it's just not intuitive. But like I said, if you keep pressing stuff, you will eventually get to the right thing. So there you go. But good morning, Nettie, my friend from the Foodie Squad. I'll tell you what, I'm still thinking about your 45s. That was just so much fun. Angie says, I have it on my phone, but never use it. Never use it. Okay, I can't even imagine that, girl. I'm trying to make, you know, when I first put it on my phone, I had no idea what it was. Who told me to put it on my phone? Somebody did. And I put it on my phone and I looked at it and I go, could this become addictive? You know, you go there, you hit earn, you know, have I earned anything? Knowing you ain't even monetized yet. So here I am. Haven't even hit 500 subscribers and I'm hitting earn. I'm like, and it's just telling you, by the way, how much you still need to earn something. And I was just laughing about it at the time, but whatever. You know, as time goes on, you will use it more. Okay, that's how that goes. But still, they now have a YT editing app. I have not used that. Is anyone currently using it? I have not. I don't. The word edit is a 4-letter word, first of all. And the word editing, whenever editing is in the sentence, ask Nettie, I avoid it, okay? Not currently using it. I really am not. But looking for some new editing stuff. I do like my old-fashioned editing stuff. It helps me. It's enough for what I know how to do right now. You know, I just don't have time to learn how to do a bunch of really fancy stuff. I see people do really fancy stuff. I ain't got time for that. I would rather just hire an editor. If I ever get to the point where I make enough money in YouTube to hire an editor, y'all already know what's going to happen. Yeah. I wonder if I can get my grandson to do that. You know, he might be good at that. He's pretty good at that kind of stuff. So there you go. Find something for a young whippersnapper to do. Foodie Candy Apple. Foodie Candy Apple. Oh, that sounds so good. Y'all, it was a glucose morning glucose lab, which you know what that means, right? That means I couldn't eat anything. I hate morning glucose labs, y'all, because you can't eat anything. Hashtag grow. There's more to see. Showing her channel and showing how it's done. Thank you, sweetie. Lori Barber. I looked at Larry and said Larry instead of Lori. Lori. 6 months. You know what that means? She's got the badge that is the open bar. I love that badge. Okay, that is my favorite badge, the open bar. That's what that is that y'all are looking at going, what is that? Bunch of liquor there, but it's an open bar. It could be a mocktail bar if you don't drink. That's okay, It's an open bar. But anyway, let us play something to celebrate this 6-month accomplishment. Let me try and find something fitting. Yeah, let's dance.
Neon lights, they paint the air. Shadows move like they don't care. The bass is low, it grabs my chest. This night won't let us rest. Hands up, hands high. Touch the moon, feel the sky. Lose control, don't ask why. Party all night. Let the rhythm take your.
Good morning, my friend. Part of the Foodie Squad, Lori Barber. Lori is awake. I repeat, Lori is awake. Danny likes to mess with Lori. Can you tell? Yeah. Oh my goodness. And then Willie gifted a Foodie Vacations membership. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got to see who that was, where it went to, because I'm nosy. I want to know who got it. Thank you, sweetie. That is so cool. Okay. Barbara thanks Jesus. I think she changed her name. I think she was called. No, I'm not going to tell that lie. I don't really know what she changed it from. But yay! Congratulations, Barbara. Thank you, Willie. We're going to play another one. Okay. We're going to play the thank you we haven't played in a while.
Thank you for the light you bring, for the songs you teach my soul to sing. Thank you for the path you clear, for every step you walked me near. We danced through the thorns and the...
I do love that one. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate you, sweetie. That is so sweet. More to see says Danny. Hey, Lori. Okay, hi. Heidi ho, foodies. Heidi ho. Yeah, I'm going to start telling people what I'm called because I was on a show the other day and they didn't know what to say. They were just like, okay, it says Foodie's Vacation. What's your name? I'm like, Foodie. Earrings are my jam. I have over 100 pair and buying more. Girl, see, you like my mom. My mom had every earring. Okay, she had hoops. She had the little round one. She had the button one. She had the African design one. She had a few Indian design ones. I was like, one of them looked like a wind, one of those wind things. Yeah, like the ones you have. The wind. Willie's got the. He'll tell me. Trisha said so. Hey, friends. Hey, girl, Trisha. Yeah, I gave them something on Desert Degens the other night. And, every time they see my name, they really don't know what to say. It's like Foodie's Vacations. I don't sound like a casino channel to them, but, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I was telling them the other day that they were losing bad, y'all. They were losing bad. I had to send them some money. They were losing so bad. I felt bad for them. They give away shirts. They're a couple great guys. They give away shirts and money and everything during their casino pools. I won $75. Trisha won $100. I mean, two of us here, we won money. I mean, that's how much they give away. And they had a slot pool. Then they had a thing where they were trying to get the grand. I don't know what was going on, but they ended up with no money and they lost, like, I want to say $1,200 or something. Yeah. So I felt like I had to give them something because that was just sad. And Eddie says, I just in from the off doctor and lab too. You too, girl. I hate that. I hate starting out my day at a doctor's office or a lab. But at least it was a drive-through lab. I was only there for that long. Okay. They make you turn around, stick your arm out, they do their thing, and then they wrap you 1,000 different ways. I tell you what, it's fun. It's just so much fun. Diabetes, so much fun. Okay. Hashtag grow, y'all. And also be sure to join the Foodie group page or the Foodie Vacations page. Post a video at the Foodie Vacations Facebook page. Okay. There is one. And please go on and post, one of your videos and tell us all about it. Tawana. Oh, look. Willie, stop it. He sent a super sticker. Now I've got to see what the super sticker says. Aw, it says my hero. Aw, so cute. Thank you, Willie. Okay, hold on. Let me play another one here. Willie, you have me cracking up. My hero. That is so sweet. Okay, where did I do that? Oh. Thank you for the love, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. So cute. Willie comes on live, by the way, every day after I do. I always forget to remind y'all of that, but he does. He comes on and he plays music. So what I do is I put him on the TV in my dining room. That way I can hear him all day. It's like having a radio in the house, which I haven't had in ever. But he plays pretty good stuff. So yeah, be sure to check Willie out and the whole Desert Pirates group. Arr. What happens is when he gets flagged, he has to abandon ship. All of them go arr, and they go to a new life. It's really hilarious to me. But so I'll be walking around and all of a sudden I'll hear something that's not Willie. It'll be something crazy, and I'll be like, okay, what is going on in the dining room? And then I see he's changed to another spot and somebody else is playing on my TV. Well, and so that's what makes me change over, Willie, is when I start hearing somebody else playing on my television. Foodie Carnival, Foodie MSC. Man, all that is good stuff. I love those emojis. Thank you so much. Please remember to hit the like. I'll tell you what. Blessed. Travel, yes, we see. Looking at CCL Hub app now, it's just a regular lottery. I am seeing a pick 5. You match up to 5 numbers plus a bonus ball. Carnival trying everything right now. That's deep. But yeah, like I said, they should go back to the one that was ship-wide, but that's probably not making enough money for them. Yeah. Pray for Carnival. They're having a tough time. They're trying to get it back together. I hope they're still doing fine by the Unhinged cruise, y'all, because that's tripping me out right there. They're trying to get it together. They're trying to get some money. They're having some problems because this last trip that I took on Virgin Voyage was full of Carnival people. And the reason I know this is because they told me. We usually cruise on Carnival, but we trying to try some new stuff, and we want to see what Virgin is like. It was very eye-opening for me because the first time I went on Virgin, there was only like a third of that group. There was only like a third of the group, the crowd that was there. I mean, there were no lines, so there was a lot of Carnival people. And they were saying stuff that was cracking me up. They were saying things, Virgin may become my new ship. I love this ship. The Carnival's never been like this. Carnival would never do this. And I was like, Now wait till they go to the casino. I'm going to tell you something. I promise you, and I bet you Liz would too if she's listening. Carnival's casinos program is much better than Virgin's and their casino, from what I can tell. So, I would say the people that are not in the casino program may leave, but the ones who are in the casino program, I would be really shocked. They'll probably go to Embassy. Embassy's got a pretty good program. Lori Barr, thank you, Willie. I forget sometimes. I forget all the time, sweetie. Y'all have to remind me on the regular to thumbs up. My videos are just for family and friends, so I don't keep track of all of that. Aw. But that's no fun. Look, you gotta be obsessed like the rest of us, girl. Scrollsness, part of the Foodie Squad. Morning, Vicky, and everyone else. Randy, I've been thinking about you, Randy, because Randy's going through some stuff right now, man. YouTube, don't get YouTube on your wrong side, okay? It's worse than Facebook. Now, Facebook, when they get mad at you, they put you in jail for a week or so, okay? YouTube, they're going to spank you, and they're not even going to tell you why. They're not going to tell you why. They're not going to tell you what's wrong. They're not going to say, oh, yeah, by the way, we took away 400 of your subs for no apparent reason. They don't play. They really don't. So we love to edit. That was Nettie's face right there. We love to edit. We really do. Randy. I'm praying for you, Randy. Okay, that's just crazy. But anyway, good morning, y'all. Ron, hey, Ron, coming in from the south. What's the weather like where you are? Okay, coming in from the deep south. I bet you guys have warm weather today. We're getting up to 53 degrees, and I'm celebrating that, okay? I don't care. It's 53 degrees, y'all. Everybody talking about what? That four-letter word, Ron. We had snow this morning and rain. And rain. Willie dancing a jig. I love it. I love it. We like a good dance. We're not having a dance party tonight. You know, I wasn't sure how the situation with the hospital was going to go yesterday. I was so relieved when she called me. Whew. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling so bad for him, but he came out of the surgery fine. They kept him overnight, and so far so good. Okay. And then I feel like I said before, like a lot of weird stuff is going on, not only with my family, but with my friends. I don't know what's going on. It's like something's in the air. Everybody's getting sick. You know, even Jorge coughed for like 3 or 4 days. I was afraid to go around my daughter and her husband because he's going into surgery and he's already got cancer. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, last thing I need is give somebody COVID that I didn't even know I had, you know. So, because, you know, COVID doesn't show up for 5 days. So he's been coughing for a few days. I'm always stopped up because the weather always stopped up. So I can't tell. I'm not coughing, so I don't think I have anything, but still. Angie, I'm so sorry. Maybe we'll start to thaw soon. We don't have any on the ground per se. It's just snowing. I mean, our ground snow did melt away. At least I think so. I can't speak for Angie, but ours did. Okay. Octopus dancing. Oh no, you're doing Lori's dance? Look out. She's contagious. Ron says, Angie, if it helps, we have the rain and thunderstorms. I don't like the thunder boomers. I really don't like it. Okay, everybody speaking. I would rather have the thunderstorms. I love them. You love thunderstorms? My dog gets all crazy whenever it storms. He just follows behind you like a little duck. You know, it just cracks me up. It's like, dude, I can't help you. If I get struck, you're getting struck too. That's just how it's going to go. Linda Montemayor, hi. Morning, everyone. I saw this story. Now, y'all know I'm always reading them crazy near-death experience stories. And this lady was talking about how she got struck by lightning, y'all. I had a nightmare about that. That's what you get for reading somebody else's death story, okay? She was standing in the parking lot in some water and had an umbrella and her kids with her. She had two small kids. And she was holding the wrong part, I guess, of the umbrella. The lightning came and struck the umbrella, and she was out. She was a crisp, y'all. She was out, and she was laying in the parking lot, and she had the near-death experience, and she was looking down at herself laying in the parking lot. Her kids were running to the inside of the church because she was at a church. I mean, if you're gonna get, struck by lightning, that's probably, some people will get struck by lightning in a church, but I was just like, I was thinking, that is your worst nightmare right there. 1 minute you're standing, next minute you're fried. I had nightmares about that, y'all. I said, okay, that was one I wish I had not read, because now every time it storms, I'm going to be thinking about that. Ron says, I understand that. Does it seem you received more snow than normal this year? I don't know. I think it was just weirdly timed, y'all, because we had warm weather. Then all of a sudden it was freezing cold, and then it snowed like a foot, more than a foot. Then it went away again, and it looked like we were going to have warm weather. And then, of course, then it's trying to do stuff again. And then now it's going back to warm weather again. That's why I'm sick, y'all. That's why everybody's sick, because we can't seem to get it right. Okay, everybody's sick because they can't seem to dress appropriately. Wind chimes. Is that what they're called? Wind chimes? Wind. What am I thinking about? Those things the Native Americans make. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it could be called wind chimes, but I'm thinking it's something else. LOL, that's funny. I'm going to try and go out in July for their weekend thing. Go out in July for their weekend thing, girl. Oh, you're talking about Desert Degens. Okay, yeah, out in Vegas. You got to tell me where you're going out to. I was thinking, is she talking about me saying I get dressed up to go out? But no, you're talking about July for their Nettie. Nettie's going to be in Vegas in July. Desert Degens, I'll send you the link. You got to become part of their crew so that you can go to their thing that they're having out there in Vegas. I don't know, what week are you going? It's a fat kid thing. You compensate for being talked about by keeping your hair, nails, and earring game intact. Okay. I think I did a better job of all that when I was a kid, okay? And I wasn't fat. I was just, I don't know. I guess I was playing with my mother's stuff. Does that make sense? My mother had all these earrings and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it was just like, okay, well, let me see what this looks like. And I would put on, the necklaces, probably look like, who knows what I look like, but I put on the necklaces and the earrings that matched and put my hair up like I was grown. Drive-through lab, what the world? I know, girl. Look, it's coming your way. Trust me. It's just a matter of time. If you don't have them yet, you're going to have a drive-through lab called an express lab that reminds you of Jiffy Lube. That's what it looks like. And you park outside, and then they open up the little gates. You roll in, you give them your stuff and put your arm out. They take the blood, wrap you up, and send you on your way. Yes, indeed. An experience I should record. It was interesting. Okay, dancing. Yeah, so as I was saying about the dancing, we didn't do the dancing this week. Hopefully next week we'll be calmer and we'll be able to do the dance party on Thursday night. Please, on Thursday night, we'd like to do a dance party at 5 p.m. next week. I'm putting it out there, y'all. Okay, other things I'm putting out there. Speaking of, y'all, I haven't even done the Thrifty Thursday stuff. It's almost 11 o'clock. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, what sales do we have today? Okay, we've got an Allegiant Air sale going on until tomorrow. Okay, seize the day, book the trip. 1 day only, up to 26% off. If you've never taken an Allegiant flight, let me warn you, First of all, they don't do snacks at all. No sodas. No, take all your stuff, which that's the first thing. Look, most important thing to me, they do no snacks, food, drinks, nothing. If you want alcohol drink though, they'll do that. You can buy alcohol, so you know. But anyway, the best thing about Allegiant is all of their flights are direct flights. They're like Spirit and some other places that only do direct flights. But the best thing about Allegiant is they're cheap. And I mean, I can fly to Orlando for $54 from Kentucky. And that from Kentucky is a miracle because normally everything costs more from here. Okay. So I can just imagine what it costs from Chicago or someplace like that. But yeah, Allegiant Air. Don't sleep on that one. Okay, next thing that we're pulling up. Woohoo! It's a sale from Macy's on your favorite thing, luggage, okay? Travelers Club, $89.99 for the, what is that called? I don't know what that's called, but the other thing is a personal item and your roller bag and your bigger bag, all of that for $89.99. Now that doesn't look like colors that guys will probably use, you know, unless they're fancy. If they're a fancy guy, yeah, they could do that. But I like this. This is a pretty good buy for 4 pieces of luggage. I wonder how long it'll stay together. You know, lately they tear your luggage up. I mean, it's not even funny. The bottom one is weird looking to me. Does it look like they're really flat? Or is that just my imagination? Anyway, so I don't know about the bottom one, but the top one is a winner as far as I'm concerned. I'm tempted to go to Macy's just to see what this looks like for real. So anyway, so that's my second sale of the day. Did y'all bring any sales? Just let me know. Last time, Willie gave me a really good tip on some pajamas. He's wearing them pajamas, dude. Okay, he is wearing those pajamas. So thank you for that. It's so hard to pick stuff out for that man, I tell you. Okay, and the last thing. Speaking of Virgin Voyages, the Wave sale ends tomorrow. The Wave promotion is supposed to be ending tomorrow. And this is the little notice they sent me reminding me, Happy Wednesday. This is our final call for the Wave promotion. So how does the Wave promotion work? And this is kind of cool. This is how my first Virgin cruise was on the Wave promotion. And they give you money. Okay, they give you bar tab and they give you what they call sailor loot. Okay, so it's 80% off the second sailor. Now, that's on all of their cabins, but the rest of this is just on their balcony and up, okay, which is the sea terrace. And the balcony is just about the same price as every other balcony anywhere else. So it's not real high or anything, but free drinks up to $350 and a free bar tab. They love to give away bar tabs. I do love that about Virgin per cabin, but that is for 2 people or 3 people, whoever, how many people you got in your cabin. They don't make everybody buy a package and all that stuff. Virgin is all about, okay, your cabin gets this much money from us. Do it friendly. That's the way they do it. Bar tab is cool because you can buy drinks for anybody. People you don't know. People have bought drinks for us that don't know us because they're on Virgin and they got extra bar tab. You want a drink? Yeah. Okay, here. Get you something. It's very social. Very social. Okay, so that's the $350 up for the drinks, but bonus onboard credit, which they call sailor loot. Okay, up to $300 onboard credit. Y'all, I had so much sailor loot the first time I went on Virgin. I have got Virgin hats, cups, all kinds of merch. I don't even know what I did with all the merch that I've got from them. I even got a bag somewhere. I have no idea where it is. But I didn't spend my sailor loot on anything because it's hard to spend money on stuff in Virgin. Everything's included. The specialty restaurants are included. The only things that you can buy, like we bought root beer floats and some other little things that you can purchase, just stuff. You can get a tattoo. You can go to the spa. You can use the money for all that stuff. But yeah, that's going on until tomorrow, they say, And it's only on the round trip voyages from Miami and San Juan. So most of their trips are from Miami, so that covers a lot. And San Juan is, Southern Caribbean, pretty good cruises. I wanted to take one, but Jorge didn't want to fly to San Juan because it is a lot of trouble trying to fly to San Juan. So that was my Thrifty Thursday stuff for today. Hope you guys are finding some good deals. It is funny when Willie jumped ship. Abandoned ship. We're out of here. So funny. But anyway, travel, yes, we see. You crack me up thinking Carnival is on his last leg. I'm sorry, but I read the stock stuff, okay? The ships are packed. Yes, indeedy. But you compare the stock in Carnival to the stock in Royal. No, look, I'm sorry, but I think I don't know who's doing the management. I don't know who's doing it, but somebody is not doing it well because they should have a lot more money than they do. In my opinion, their stock should be higher. It's just a lot of things, but yeah, you're probably right, Travel. You would know more than me. I'm not really on Carnival that much, so I don't know what the crowd looks like, but yeah, something seems to be amiss with that whole situation. I don't know. Tons of blue cards this week on the breeze, and the Diamond Lunch was packed with the AARP crowd. Don't talk about us. Hello and happy Thursday, Keisha. How you doing, Keisha? How you doing, girl? Welcome in. Now NCL is having serious problems. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Vicky, it is 80 Fahrenheit in Southern California. Going to the beach. Rub it in, dude. Rub it in. Oh my goodness. Randy says, Crow's Nest. The generous consensus is that I've posted too many AI generated videos. I really don't think that has anything to do with it. YouTube has its own AI. I don't think that's it. I've got friends who are doing fine with nothing but AI on their channel. The reuse is not about AI. It's about duplication. They consider duplication to be repetitive stuff. And it could be anything. I mean, it could be anything that they think you're repeating. But AI is not repetitive. AI is actually individualized. And I use AI every day for my music and stuff. They've never, knock on wood, said anything to me. But I'm going to privatize several of them and hope that helps resolve the issue. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's AI. I've seen so much stuff on YouTube I looked at your channel. You've got little this and that that's AI, but it's not like you're playing all AI stuff like a lot of the channels are doing. It's not. No, I'm sorry. I don't think that's it. Now, recaps, I told you, do not post recaps. Yeah. The recaps that are posted or anything that YouTube posts, don't post it. Because in their mind, that is repetitive, that you're posting their stuff. Which is any way you think of it, that's just crazy. You give me a recap and I'm not allowed to post it, right? Anyway, it's nice to be on your live stream, Foodie. God bless you. Much love. It's so nice to see you, Louie. Thank you for coming in. Hey there, Gerald. Hey. Everybody speaking to each other. Yeah, Randy, that is so crazy. But like I said, you need to talk to Camille about that and you need to, don't give up. I know it is really, really hard to talk to them by chat and stuff. But she said it was going to be hard. They don't make it easy. You're going to have to keep going there until you finally get somebody who's going to tell you something. And that's going to take a minute, especially since they got AI handling everything. That's the other funny thing. That's why I say I don't think it's AI. Everybody says that doesn't have AI. The people that say that don't use AI. The people that have AI are not having problems. It's the people that they've been saying that their stuff is repetitive if you're playing the same stuff over and over again in one video, or if you're playing two videos that have the same stuff in it, that's repetitive. If you're recapping anything, it's in the word recap. Yeah, they consider that repetitive. Yeah, but when it comes down to it, somebody could be copying you. That's the other bad thing. That's what happened with Camille. Somebody could be copying you, and then they would be actually making you repetitive. Being in YouTube is not easy. Something can happen to you at any given time. And as Randy will tell you, it is very hard because they're not communicating. It's very frustrating. Dream catchers, girl. Look, we think too much like Nettie. Dreamcatcher. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. That's what you have. Those are dream catchers. That's what they're called, right? Anyway. So I could not think of what that was called. But yeah, my mother used to have those. Nettie got it. Both of them, Morticia and Nettie, they both said it. And I could not think of what it was. Hey, Mrs. Beautiful Mrs. Josie Ann. Josie Ann is gorgeous. She tickles me because somebody teases her about her bathing suits and stuff. When she's on vacation, she's all stylish and everything. Is it Liz that teases you? She says, yeah, they all coming to see you in that bathing suit. Hey, if you got it, flaunt it, girl. Just flaunt it. I love it. I love it. I'm way after party, y'all. Yep, I'm just talking away. How do you give a urine sample in the drive-thru? God, I hope I don't have to ever find out. I'm assuming you can't do that, but oh, Willie, good question. You always think of them good questions, but I would say that would be pretty tricky. Anyone flown Frontier? No. Are they decent? Everybody tells me that they suck. And I don't know if that's true or not, Depends on what you're used to. Like I said, everybody's opinion is different. I've never flown. I couldn't tell you. We don't have Frontier here, so I've never done that. Working and lurking. Let me holla at ya. It's Ricky of the Ocean Line. Let me holla at ya. Dude, what's up? Welcome in. Travel, yes, we see. I had Traveler's Club luggage. It's disposable. Well, the luggage, like I said, $89.99 for 4 pieces. I'm not thinking that's going to be very sturdy. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it seems to me that is a very low price for 4 pieces of luggage. Even if one luggage is only one of those little bags that guys have. What is it called? That you keep your makeup in. Not guys keep their makeup in, but keep their shaving bag. Maybe that's what it's called. Grooming bag. Anyway, something like that. Nettie says Allegiant from Chicago does not go anywhere. Does it go to Vegas? Because that's where Allegiant, I think, is headquartered. Asheville, North Carolina, Destin, Florida. Yes. Girl, go to Destin. I'm telling you, you will thank me for it. Beautiful water, wonderful sand. Doesn't even get hot. It's cool to your feet. And you can stick your feet in there and cool them off. I'm telling you. So look for my video on my channel of Destin, Florida. That's all I can say. Yeah. Love that place. And I have been thinking about taking, I think it only costs like $30-something for us to fly Allegiant to Destin. It takes 9 hours to drive there. So, that sounds like a great idea. But Fort Myers, Florida, if you go there, say hi to Chris and Liz. That's where they live. Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Hi, how you doing? Together we travel. Welcome in. Good morning. Okay, Nettie says it leaves from Peoria, Rockford, Springfield. Each of these locations are about 2-ish hours away. I guess I'll be on Southwest. I know, 2 hours away. That's interesting. Is there a casino in Springfield? MGM? I think there is. I seem to remember something being in Springfield, and not the soap operas. Everything was in Springfield, but I think that there is a casino there. We might have to meet there, girl. Is it south? 2 hours south? Hey, I am RAARP now. Ha ha. AARP. As soon as you hit 50, they are all over you. Okay, that's how that goes. After party, I was wondering when I would finally get to it, y'all. I mean, sheesh. It's the after party. Party. We are in the after party, y'all. It says on my thing that I'm at 11:02, and it's actually about 11:10. So what did y'all think about that promotion experiment? 50, 49, whatever, 49 subs. I was like, where do them people go to? I cannot find them. I am with NCL for a couple more cruises, then we will see. Oh, yeah, you going on Carnival too? Yeah, we will see. We will see what we see, okay? After party, Lori, 11:03. Time stamped. Willie, Ricky, Anfield. I thought Anfield was gone. Shaving kit. I was getting close. I was getting there. I was like, grooming kit, I wanted to say beard kit, but I said, no, that really didn't sound right. But yeah, we're dancing. We're octopus dancing. Oh my goodness. You guys are funny. But yeah, I think that that's a pretty good buy for 4 pieces. Not bad. Great show. Have a great day, everyone. Now Lee is leaving. Lee. Okay. Frontier ain't bad. I just want to get to my destination. I have headphones and a mask, so I'm good. Bring my water and snack with me. The days of big fancy planes went away with TWA. I love TWA. LOL. Y'all, I loved getting fed on a plane. Fed on a plane. That was so cool. When I went to the Philippines, they fed us breakfast like 6 times. Every time I turned around, they were bringing me pancakes and syrup. I was not mad at it. I was only like, 15 at the time, but oh my gosh, that was awesome. On the way back home, we stopped in Hawaii. So I got fed on the way there. Then we got to Hawaii, and I got to have a Spam sandwich. Back then, I could eat pork. Yeah, good old days. Bye, Randy. Bye. Randy's leaving. Randy, he's over in Arizona. We were almost Arizona compliant today. Where's Scott? Is he still on a cruise? Sorry, I was chair dancing. Yeah, we chair dance in the dance party, y'all, because not all of us can get up and dance for a long period of time. So sometimes we chair dance. Now, as the cruise director, I have to pretty much stay on the sail away party cruise director job, okay? I have to stand up and dance for as long as I can, but sooner or later, I'm like, okay, y'all, I got to sit down because, I'm getting up there. But we have a good time. So when we have the next dance party, which will probably be Thursday at 5 o'clock, put it on your calendar. In fact, let me put it on my calendar. Shoot, where is my calendar? I think I took it into the front room, but Scott's working, I think. Oh, yeah, he does work. And man, he's been taking vacation. So I know he's working. We got fed 3 times heading to Sydney last year, but the seats were still tight in economy. Yeah, I am not doing economy. Okay. Look, this is the whole reason that I'm getting points on my credit card is because when we fly, and if we get to fly to Italy next year, which is one of the things I'm hoping will happen. I do not want to fly economy. It better be premium something. I better have good food and some knee space, you know. It doesn't matter for me, but Jorge's 6'1", you know. If for him, it's going to matter. For me, it ain't going to matter. I'll be like, I can probably take my legs, fold them, and put them in the seat. Okay, that's how short my legs are. There you go. But anyway, you guys, it's been lovely. I think I got everything. Anybody have any questions about the promotion experiment before we go? Because we're getting ready to leave here. Yeah. So like I said, it was an interesting experiment. It went the way it went. I would say it's not for me. I don't think I want to do promotions. And even if I was under 1,000 right now, I wouldn't want to do it, because I think you have to learn your analytics and learn about your channel. And that would really be confusing with all that extra stuff in there that came from YouTube. Look, it's Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy from the Astute Tourist. Man, you just got in on the nick of time. Vicki, what credit card do you use? I have Capital One Venture for my miles. I have Chase Sapphire for my hotels, and what's the other thing I use? Sometimes I use it for flights, but not often, but mostly for hotels and something else. But yeah, Chase Sapphire. Oh, I use it for travel protection too, because they have cancellations for travel. You know, say for instance, you get a hotel and you buy it with the card, it covers cancellation. You know, that saves me money. So there you go. How did it end? I was late. Oh, you're talking about the promotion? Girl, according to my buddy Willie, the views for the one that we did yesterday went up to 900 and did he say 900? Willie, what did you tell me? Willie's probably already gone to his live, okay? Well, anyway, I will talk about it again tomorrow. I stopped it. I paused the promotion because we got more than 42 for sure subs. It was like 49. And I looked and I can't tell where the subs went to. I went into my YouTube app and I looked to see where the subs went for the last 7 days. It only showed 4 subs, even though it went up 49 subs. And it said right above the 4 subs, it showed me that it went up 42 subs. Only showed me 4 different vlogs, or 3 shorts and a vlog, where the subs went to. And those were a number of like 4 or 5 subs. So I don't know where those subs went to, and not even YouTube is telling me. That does not seem to calculate for me. This is not okay. Show me. And while I was on one of those medias, I looked to see how many subscriptions I had, and I'll tell you the exact number right now because I'm right there. In the last few days, it only shows me as having 5 new subscriptions. It doesn't calculate. Something's just not right about that. And I'm a suspicious person. When you say to me that my numbers went up 49 subs, but I only see 5 new subscriptions. I mean, my normal rate is 1 to 3 a night, and you're showing me 5 subscriptions. So 1 or 2 of those are probably from the normal thing, and there's nobody else there. So it's just weird. Maybe they won't pop up till tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Where did those freaking subs go to? So what about this promotion thing? It's just something very strange. I don't know. It's one of those too good to be true kind of situations. I don't know. So there you go. Jimmy, thank you for coming in. Like I said, we're getting ready to leave, but I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in. Willie. Hey there, Willie. My father's name is Willie too. 466. Thank you, Willie. You're a godsend. 466. So it went up from 287 to 466 views in one night. And in that many, which do the math, we had 49 subs. It went up, my subs went up from 3901 to 3950. And I paused it at 3950. It would have kept going. I mean, while I was thinking about pausing it and trying to figure out how to stop it, it went up 5 subs. I was like, okay, it just said 3945 and now it says 3950. I'm just saying, y'all, something's just weird about that. Cool, Keisha. Wow, I know, right? That is just so strange. If I went up 40 subs overnight, I'd pass out. $10, y'all. And by the way, it cost me $1.59 for those 49 subs. So if you want subs, that's definitely one way to get them. That was just so strange to me when I saw that. Now, on the one that we were doing live chat-wise, the live chat didn't get any subs, but then what I had requested instead of subs was views. Now, how does it know the views versus the subs? I mean, what is going on in this picture? So the views went up from 85 to 999. Or 1,000, I'm sure it's 1,000 by now, because I didn't stop that one. I'm just letting it roll because it's not affecting anything. And I mean, literally not affecting anything. It's the live chat that now has 900 or 1,000 views on it. You can see it on my channel. It didn't get any subs during that period of time of a week. Not a one, y'all. Not one. I don't know what to think about that, but not a one. And I'm looking to see what else it says. That's all. That's all. I took down some more information about the vlog, how it was affected. Like I said, before I was over 30% for the search, as it being the views coming from search, people searching for stuff on. And then when I got the ad yesterday, now it says 35%, 34.8% of the audience came from the ad. I would think so, for 49 subs. And then my search went down to 14.8 or 15. I don't know, but that really upset me, y'all, because that is the thing that I'm trying to build. So now I got this mess here. I hope I didn't mess it up for the whole month, but it's beginning to look like I messed it up for the whole month. Whatever. Just for that one particular video, though. I don't think it affected any other videos. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know where the subs went to. So they had to go somewhere. They just don't hang out in the water here, y'all. Some people have their subscriptions on private. Oh, that's true. That is true. But 40, how many people would that be? So we got 4 people who sub that I see and 45 people that didn't show theirs. I don't know, dear. I still think there's something really suspicious about it. Please remember to like. Thank you, sweetie. There's just something really strange about that. So whatever. Y'all can do the promotion yourself. Do your own experiment for $10. All you got to do is on your video, go to the little megaphone. Okay. Click on it and it will walk you right through everything they need to know. But fair warning, if you're watching your analytics, it's going to mess you up for a few days for sure, because everything will say it came from ads, which, you can't analyze that. Doesn't matter. You can't change it anyway. That's how that goes. I have a short of a coyote stalking my front door. Has 1,200 views. Got it off my net, my camera. Need more videos like this. Girl, let me just say something, and I will definitely say this. You have the best clips, period. Girl, make a short from your clips and make a short from your trips, from your clips and your trips, because those are the best shorts. Not only because they're vacation and everybody wants to see vacation stuff, everybody wants to see vacation stuff, but because you can relate that short to your long form, or you can do a what I call a really cool trick by Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill Armstrong took his short of the Maho plane. You know how the planes fly over real low on the beach at St. Martin? He hooked them together. Now, what people don't know is hooking them together with related video. I kept seeing them over and over and over and over again. But even though a short does not get much watch time, only 15 seconds, if you've got a lot of shorts and people keep watching them, and some people keep watching them over and over, I told y'all the trick that you can use, and you will love this, Nettie, of a favorite song of people like Fleetwood Mac or something everybody knows. You get the hook, 15 seconds of the hook. You put a short in there, okay? If you need help doing this, I know how to do it, okay? You put a short in there. People will keep playing it to hear the song, and they will let it keep playing. And if you don't bother a short, it will keep playing. It will only count a couple times, but the more that people play it over and over again, that's watch time. So right now, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about watch time because you're still trying to get to your monetization, full monetization. But one day that will be very good information. Anyway, so listening hard, taking notes. Girl, just comment. But yeah, shorts are not hard to do. Now, when you first start doing a short, it will be hard to do because it's editing. It's editing. So you click on the short, or you can send the short to YouTube, or you can go to YouTube and load the short, just like you load and upload. But whatever you do, what it's going to do is just like when you're setting up any other video, it's going to make you fill out a bunch of stuff. But before it even makes you fill out stuff, it's going to make you pick the size of your short. Make sure your short is like 15 seconds or less, because it will count against you if people don't watch your whole short. If you make a 30-second short and people only watch 15 seconds, that other 15 seconds will count against your short and they will stop showing it. Okay, so I always make my shorts about 15 seconds long because that's about the normal, I would say, retention for a cruise short is they'll watch it for like 15 seconds, or for the song hook, okay, they will watch it. I have all kinds of crazy advice about shorts. It's just crazy stuff. But like I said before, promoting wise, subscription wise, shorts do the trick. They really do. People subscribe to shorts, and I have a whole bunch of analytics to prove it. Okay, they will subscribe to that. So, and those people, if they're subscribing to your cruise short, they're going to watch your cruise long. They're going to watch the cruise stuff. They're going to even probably, if they're really curious about something that you put up there, like maybe you did one about the Alaska trip, they may go look on your channel to see your Alaska trip, just to see what happened. You might tease them a little bit by, putting in there, so much cool stuff happened on our Alaska trip or whatever, and just kind of, pique their curiosity if they keep looking at it. Just so much stuff to learn about freaking YouTube, but don't get me started again, y'all. Anyway, because I'm already an hour and 30 minutes, I'm getting off of here. But thank you guys for paying attention to the ramblings of a crazy old lady. My most watched short is 16.5 thousand views. And after that, the 8.9 views on my casino channel. I was probably one of them people, girl, just like looking at it again and again. You're going to laugh when I tell you this, girl. My most my most popular short is at 88,000, and it's a short of me and my husband dancing. And we're not even really dancing. We're just old people that are sort of dancing. And then he goes, way to break a sweat, Vicky. You know? People love old people dancing. We were at a all-inclusive, y'all. And they had the music playing at the pool. And my husband, whenever he hears salsa music, he will just break out and start salsa dancing. Y'all know that. Y'all seen the short. I know you've seen it. But we were at the pool, and all of a sudden, the song came on. It was a reggae song, and he just lost it. He was like, okay. And he started spinning me and doing all these salsa dances. And girl, there were young people getting up with their phone. They were like, oh my gosh, old people dancing. I was like, I am probably all over TikTok today. Oh my gosh, it was just hilarious. Anyway, that's how they feel about us. Anyway, I'm getting off here, y'all. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Still thinking about that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Yeah. Waves crash loud, they don't say please. Yeah. I'm out here chasing so damn breeze beat. Yeah. Clock ticking fast like a heart in a race. But I'm still stepping in my own space. Anchors drop, but I cut the chain. Don't need no edge, it's my own name. I'm a runaway tide, I'm a rebel seed. No map, no guide, just wild and free. Sail away, sail away, sail away now. Let the wind take my bow wild. Turning back, no ground to stay. I'm gone, I'm gone. Sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away now. Let the wind take my bow wild. Turning back, no ground to stay. I'm gone, sail away. Sky splits wide like a vinyl scratch. Moon's the DJ light in my pad. Stars are the crowd, they twinkle and sway. I'm spitting verses while the night plays. The deep hum bass of the ocean below echoes my pulse, it's a live show. Every wave a beat, every gust around. Lost and I love it, it's my time. Sail away. Leave the past behind. Sail away. Storms can't cloud my mind. Sail away. Horizon's all I see. Sail away. It's just the sea and me. Sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away now.